So I've recently lost 17 pounds in the last couple of months.
Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. I know losing weight is difficult and sometimes we need motivation, some encouragement and support from other people. I've put some videos together of people that have gone through weight loss journey, so kindly listen to them and I'll be back to share my own thoughts.
If you control your insulin, you control your weight. Just a friendly reminder, if you are on a weight loss journey, don't try to muscle your way into losing weight. Don't go the conventional route of eating less and thinking you can muscle your way into weight loss. The first thing you do is to control your insulin. It is easier for you to lose weight if you control your insulin. Understand? And how do you do it? Intermittent fasting, eating a low-carb diet, and then you do the exercise. The exercise is to help you sustain the weight that you lost.
So I've recently lost 17 pounds in the last couple of months. And my number one ick in my weight loss journey has been when people who have not seen me in a while has seen that I have lost weight. And because I am a curvy girly at heart and having fat on top of curves, you know, you're voluptuous a little bit. And now that they see me on a more slender side, they say, oh, well, when are you stopping? Like, you don't want to lose your curves. You don't want to lose your hips. You can take it. I don't want it, okay? When am I stopping? Of course, health is the goal, but I am not stopping until I'm on someone's expensive yacht in the Amalfi Coast of Italy, crouched over in my eeny teeny weeny bikini, eating a chicken wing, a lemon pepper flat, fried hard to be specific. Literally not worried about weight, not worried about how I look, not worried about fupas, not worried about any of that because I know I look good. Why don't we get the assignment? I don't understand. But please, no unsolicited advice on people's weight loss journeys, because if you don't understand the assignment and the goal, if you don't understand that until I'm on that yacht eating that chicken wing, I'm going to still lose the weight. I'm going to keep on going.
One thing I really noticed about being on a weight loss journey is like when you start eating healthy and being mindful of the stuff that you put in your body, I feel like people look at you differently. I've felt this quite a few different times, and I actually heard someone talking about this the other day and I was like, yes, exactly, that is what I was trying to explain. So I'm counting my calories, obviously, watching what I eat and watching what I put in my body, and I go out to eat with people and they're like, oh, it's okay, you're fine, it's not that serious, you can miss one day or whatever, you know. And it's like, I'm sure it's coming from a place of good, but it's also like, it makes me feel uncomfortable now. I'm like, should I shut up about like watching what I eat or just keep it to myself? I don't know. It's a really weird feeling. What's wrong with me wanting to eat healthy and watch my calories and just put good things in my body? I don't go around saying like, ooh, look at those calories, what's in there? You don't want to eat that. I'm not saying that. Your journey is your journey, whatever you want to do, but why make comments when I'm doing it? I don't know. I thought it was really interesting.
I've lost over 90 pounds. When I started my journey, I did two things that allowed me to remain consistent and align with my goals that I stuck with. One, I stopped looking at working out as a chore, as something that I have to do, but rather something that I get to do. I realized that I should appreciate the ability of capability. I am capable of running. I am capable of getting outside. I am capable of doing physical activity. I stopped being ungrateful about that, and I reminded myself of that constantly every day. And two, I made it a mandatory task, because physical activity should be a mandatory task on every human body. I'm not telling you you'll be a bodybuilder. I'm not telling you you'll be a power lifter. I'm telling you to do something. Get outside, jog, walk, skip a little rope, do some push-ups, whatever the case may be, but do something. And honestly, those two fucking things made the biggest difference in my life. And hopefully, if that makes sense to you, they will for you as well. Y'all have a good day.
I feel like I've gotten to a point in my journey where y'all know it's real. And not that I have to like prove myself to anybody, but consistency shows up on its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to say much. The proof is in the pudding. The work that I've been doing, I'm committed to the process. That's for sure. And the crazy thing is, you guys, I just weighed myself and I'm officially 130 pounds down. 130 pounds down, y'all. Like, I'm not going anywhere, y'all. Like, y'all about to be real mad at me because that workout just fueled my ass. And then getting on the scale and seeing that I am 269 now, yeah, I'm coming for everything that's meant for me, boy. Everything. Like, it's a wrap. Y'all gonna really hate me. With all of that being said, if you stuck through it, I was this close to breaking down, because sometimes it's hard to say shit out loud like that. Okay? Sometimes it takes a lot of guts that I still got to say some shit like that. To say in public, to tell all my people, my followers, like a bitch just lost 130 pounds. But it will humble you, and it will make you realize that you can move the mountain, but then you need the power to actually move the mountain, which is crazy. But 130 pounds down, coming up on a year of going super hard and selfish on my damn self and not saying yes to everybody and really putting me up front. So I want to celebrate. I want to party. I have a workout party. I got something in the mix. Y'all going to hear about it. Y'all better come out and celebrate and support and just have a good time and enjoy each other's company and celebrate this achievement with me, because it's a big deal.
You have no idea how excited I am to talk about this. If you want the short and clean answer, I've been training for 10 years on and off, but if you want the long story time, stay till the end. I kind of blame my parents for my weight struggle my entire life, and let me tell you why. Now, I have Haitian parents, and I feel like you were either born with the skinny gene or you were born with the fat gene, and I was a fat baby. Okay. I think I got out of there like 9 pounds something. I don't know. I was a fat baby. And when black people see a fat baby, they feel like the baby has to eat more or something. I don't know what happened between the first year to the year 0 to the year 5, but I remember when I was 5 years being fed like I was a grown man. And my parents are Haitians, so they would tell you, finish your plates, a big plate, same plate as my father. Okay, finish your plate, because when I was in Haiti, I didn't have all of that. So you better finish that. Okay? They will bully you into eating. So I kind of blame my parents for that one. And that's why I'm kind of sad when I see young children being overweight. Like, it makes me sad, because I blame the parents a little bit, you know? Now they grew up. I grew up. I was a teenager, a young adult, and people was looking at me like, you're fat. Why are you fat? Why are you so fat? Like, babes, you've been feeding me like that. Okay, you've been feeding me my entire life. Spaghetti saucisse le matin, diriac sauce pois le soir. Like, what is that? Big plates, not even like children's size, you know? Anyways, moving on. I think I got self-conscious about my weight and all that when I was about 15, when people was telling me like, you're big, like, why are you so big? And thank God I'm really tall and I'm curvy. So I'm naturally curvy and I'm really tall, so it never showed in a bad way, but it still showed, you know? So I got self-conscious about 15, and I started like, you know, trying the Herbalife stuff. Like, I got a little job and I was spending my money on Herbalife, and I gained weight on Herbalife because they tell you that you have to to replace the shake with the meal, and I was eating the meal and the shake. I love eating. I don't know. So anyways, early 20s, I got into keto and into fitness. I was so insecure to go to the gym when I started around 20, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was scared to go to the gym because I didn't know if my form was good, and I didn't want to get a trainer, babes. I was making like probably $600 every 2 weeks. I don't have money for trainers. So YouTube, I just love YouTube when it comes to like finding workout, and also now it's TikTok, you know, finding workout, finding ways to eat. But fast forward to my mid-20s, I was my skinniest in my early 20s, but I was also on keto, which is not a good thing for you. Like, I don't believe in diets now, because when I got in my mid-20s, I got into a relationship and we started eating. And I gained like the most weight that I've ever gained in my entire life, okay? So now, after that relationship, now I'm struggling to, not really struggling, I am losing the weight, okay? I am getting there. I'm about it. Oh, okay, girl. I am getting there, so I'm really, really excited. But last year I got a trainer, and he taught me about protein and clean eating. What? He taught me about protein and clean eating. Also, lifting more heavy, doing more than what I usually do. Because when I was training, I was always with those little weights and those little exercises and always on the machine. I didn't even know what a hip thrust was. I was seeing people doing hip thrusts. I was like, I can never do that. Listen, it's been a journey, but I am absolutely loving it. And when it comes to food, I don't really control that in a sense. I eat more protein, I try to eat more clean, and I try to eat more, you know, balanced, but I don't freak out about food like that because I train really hard. But I think I'm gonna getting into a cut because I want to slim down completely, but I don't really be tripping about food like that. I just don't eat the way that I used to. But yeah, this is my whole story about my fitness journey, and I'm not fat phobic. I'm fat phobic against myself. You do whatever you want with your body when you're a grown person. I don't care. But I personally, I don't want to be fat for the rest of my life. That's my business, okay? That's not your business. That's my business. But I am sad when I see young children and young teenagers walking around and they're big, and I'm just blaming their parents as well. Because why are you overfeeding that child? Now that child is gonna grow up with these same type of trauma and still trying to lose the weight themselves. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's part of my ministry to help the youth of this world to know how to eat, to know how to train, to know how to move your body and not have a big back. I don't know, because if you want to be when you're an adult, that's your decision. But like, I just feel bad for the children that I see walking around and being very big and not knowing how to control what they're eating. That makes me just sad. That just reminds me of me and the struggle that I had my entire life with my weight loss. But yes, that's the long version, and we'll talk more about this because I am obsessed with fitness. I am obsessed with the gym. I am a gym girl through and through. All right? So yeah.
If you are trying to lose weight, focus on making small sustainable changes instead of chasing quick fixes. Start by cleaning up your diet. Cut back on processed food, sugary drinks, and excessive carbs. Eat more whole foods like vegetables, lean proteins, fruits, and healthy fats. Portion control is key. Sometimes it's not just what you eat, but how much you eat. Drinking enough water helps reduce craving and support your metabolism. Exercise doesn't have to be intense. Walking daily, going home, doing home workouts, or dancing around your house can also make a difference. Just move your body constantly. Sleep and stress management also matter more than people realize. Lack of sleep and chronic stress can lead to weight gain or prevent weight loss. Don't obsess over the scale. Track your progress through how your clothes fit, how your body feels, and how your energy improves. Be patient. Results take time. Lastly, do this for yourself. Forget the pressure to look at a certain way for others. Focus on your healthy confidence and quality of life. And remember, failing off track isn't failure, it's part of the process. What matters is getting back and staying consistent. Weight loss is a journey and not a race. And please don't forget that healthy is wealthy. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. See you in the next video and stay safe.